tell if a baby is ready for solid food. It is often confusing for parents who just had their first baby to tell if their little bundle is ready to take on solid food. As someone who is just about to get used to handling a baby, it would be unwise for you to follow up on every new advice you receive on how to take care of your baby, especially on important matters such as his feeding. You have to make sure first that your baby is in fact ready to eat solid food so that you do not end up choking him. Here are some of the tips that you can use if you want to tell if your baby is ready for solid food. Monitor his appetite. A baby who is already ready for solid food will show an obvious increase in his appetite. It often takes 8 to 10 bottle feedings to satisfy a baby who is not ready to digest solid food yet. If you notice that your baby is getting more hungry, and has already passed the regular 8 to 10 bottles of feeding, then you might be able to bet that he is already ready to dine with you. Wait for the tongue thrust reflex to wear off. Babies who are not yet ready to consume solid food often show a display of the tongue thrust reflex. This reflex can be simply described as your baby's habit of pushing the milk or his liquid food out of his mouth. To do this, you can use undiluted rice cereal, or prepare a mashed banana that you can test feed on him. If your baby still thrusts the food out of his mouth, even after several attempts, do not attempt to feed him solid food yet. Let the baby dine with you. Letting your baby sit on a high chair while you dine is a good way to find out if your baby is already showing indications that he is ready to eat solid food. When your baby starts showing interest in what you are eating, then he might be ready to eat solid food already. Placing your spoon near your baby's lips is also a good idea to try during this time. If he can open his mouth every time the spoon touches his lips, then you can feed him solid food. You should also look out for encouraging signs from your baby like chewing motions and tongue control to make sure that your child is ready to consume solid food already. Check if he can support his head. One of the things that you should watch out for in your checklist is your baby's ability to support his head. It is necessary for a baby to be able to support his head's weight when he eats so that he would not choke on the food that you will give him. Being able to welcome your baby to the dining table is one of the milestones of his progress. However, you must be careful not to let your excitement get the best of you, because any mistake in feeding your baby might prove to be harmful to him. With these steps, you should be able to tell if your baby is ready for solid food.